Taj here. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, and follow me on all social media, which will be in the description down below. And if I forget anything in this video, you can comment that down below. And if you have any topics that I can discuss, you can put that down below as well. And sorry I've been gone for so long. I just been in school and I'm drained and I work, but that's not an excuse. I will do better. Okay? But today's video is about how do you know when you're getting played? Just know this is not for everybody. This is not everybody's situation, but just saying it. Okay. So how do you know when you're getting played? Number one, when you try to hit up that person and it's always those excuses. Okay, so just say I met so and so at school or whatever, and we cool at school, we chit chat and we doing what people do, talk and hang out or whatever at school, and we exchange numbers. So every time I'm like, oh well, so and so, do you want to hang out with me and my friends? We chilling in the house. They're like, well, grandma said, okay. And then you be like, next time, oh, well, do you want to come out to the hookah bar with me? My dog's sick. Okay. And then you're like, well, you want to go to the movies? Like, all these excuses, like, oh, well, my best friend want to go get some dinner. Like, if it's always a whole bunch of hemming in the hall and a whole bunch of excuses, always got something to do, you're probably being played. Because, you know, when you first meet somebody or anybody, you want to spend time with them. You make time for somebody who you want to see, who you want to spend time with, who you want to hang around. You, that's just in general with anybody. First meet, known for 10 years, it don't matter. Like, you're going to hang around who you feel like you want to hang around. You know, and I'm not going to say I haven't made excuses not to hang around somebody just because I was nervous. Like, yeah, I've been nervous. So I'll be like, nah, not today or not this week, or, you know, I'll let that be known. But it's not like I won't make up for that. Like, I'll end up inviting that person out. Like, you know, hey, do you want to come to the hookah bar with me and my friends? Or I would do something where my friends can come as well and their friends can come, so it can break that, you know, nervousness in me or something, you know. But that was like back then. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, you know, if somebody just don't make time for you, you're probably just getting played, or you just probably like the school boo or work boo or something. You're not nothing that's gonna be taken seriously, or they ain't gonna be extended outside that setting that you're already at. Number two, okay, just say so and so has a car and has a license, but their car break down, and they know I'm always like asking them to come and hang out with me, so they want to ask me to come pick them up from work. That's not making up for that time, all those times I asked you to hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can you drive me to work, and then in the morning can you come back and pick me up and drive me back to work? That's not quality time. I mean, time is important, and you know, but I'm just saying, if y'all can't spend 30 minutes in the house watching a movie, having true conversation outside of work or outside of school, and now you need me to do something for you because you're at a loss, driving you places, you're probably being used just because you are always like, yeah, I'll do it, yeah, and they know you're excited to do it, and they know you've been beasting to hang out with them, so now you got the opportunity to do something for them, and it's convenient for them, and they need you, so hey, why not ask you? Why not ask the person who been pretty much begging to hang out with me? You know what I'm saying? You're being used probably, and you're probably being more likely played by that person. Also, same thing with house. Just say, okay, maybe I got past the stage where the first time of hanging out already passed by. That's when they started using you to drop them off everywhere. Okay, I don't know. And just say they're like, okay, you got your own place. Well, you know, can I stay by your place? Blah, blah, blah. And they telling you when they stand by your place. You know what I'm saying? They telling you. They not asking you. They not coming over when you ask them. They just come whenever they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, well, you know, do you want to come over and have a nice dinner and movie? You know, we can get some Chinese and have a movie. Nah, no thanks. But when they leave the club at 2 in the morning, they're like, you know, can I come over? You're probably being used. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just beneficial because you have your own. Or even if they do have their own, you're beneficial because you're adding to them having something that's going to benefit them. Like, you're probably getting used. And then also, if somebody just come over there, have a few minute conversation, and then you have sex, and then they acting funny like afterwards, they don't want to hit you back up, or they always hit you back up like the same week they want some sex, you're being used. That's just that. You're being used for sex. Like, it happens all the time. Now, that's one thing I know that is a general thing that happens to a lot of people. Like, if they only hit you up that same week before they ask to come over and you know what's up, and then they like, oh, they telling you when they gonna come over. This is that staying at your house thing and sex thing is like parallel twins. Like, you telling me what you gonna do, but you can't come over here and watch a 20-minute show with me or something. Like, the craziest things. Like, you need to know when you're being used, and you need to wake up and smell the coffee, because you're gonna keep on just dragging yourself along this path, and you're gonna just find yourself just being angry and wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waste of time, pretty much. And then if they always blaming you, like, how can I say this, like blaming you for like having hoes, like, I ain't trying to take you serious, I don't want to be getting my feelings wrapped up because I feel like you got hoes. Okay, when you're single, you might have one or two people who occupy your time. They don't have to be hoes literally, but just people who occupy your time. But that does not mean that they can't get cut. You know what I'm saying? They're just occupying time. And that don't mean they're just more than just a friend. They just somebody to have conversation with. You know, who knows the status of everybody in this world. But I'm just saying in general, when they just doing all this, you cut, because you shouldn't be worrying about everybody else. You need to be worrying about what we can do. You know what I'm saying? You need to be worried about I'm sorry. But you need to be worried about like what we got going on. You worried about all these outsiders, and that's just gonna distract you, or that's just another excuse that's coming on knocking on my front door. That's just excuses, excuses, excuses. Once you start hearing these excuses, or they need you when it's convenient for them, then you're probably being used. And in those type of situations, you don't gotta cut somebody off like let me not never talk to you again, or you don't have to go to the extreme of that. But you can just keep it to the workplace. Okay, we cool at work and that's it. Or, we cool at school and that's it. But you doing all this chasing and being someone's yes man, you're probably gonna be getting used. And then on top of that, you're gonna get yourself hurt, because you're gonna have this falseless hope in your mind that it's gonna be something more than it's not. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's how you know you're being used. I can't think of any more at this moment. But thank you for watching. Bye.